right, so getting close to home, 4 clicks out. Oh, excuse me. They just put in that little box in the laneway there. Little power box. Don't know if they use that farm anymore. I usually don't see her vehicle there, so. That's an old farm, that one. There's a newspaper. Newspaper was used as like you'd put the newspaper down on the wall, and then you would put your wallpaper on. That's how people used to do it years and years ago. So you'd stick the newspaper, and then the wallpaper would stick to the wall better. Plus that was kind of like it was more just to keep the draft out in. But like when you pull the newspaper off the wall there, you can actually see the cracks. You can see the outside. Yeah, old farmhouses. They must have been freaking cold. People would have been pretty tough back then, you know. No power, a little stove in the middle of the house, you know. All the, you know, like, so in the upper bedrooms, like, nobody had heat. You know, like there was no heat. That's why I guess so many people had pneumonia and stuff like that all the time from the condensation. But what they would do is they'd have bed awnings. So you'll see like the old Victorian era beds, they have like these posts that come up, and there's like, looks like curtains around it, and then there's usually like a curtain. That's the bed awnings. That's what kept the heat in the wintertime. And in the summertime you just open it all up so you wouldn't freeze, or so you wouldn't die of the heat. But the problem with that is it didn't ventilate properly, and it'd condensate, and you'd get pneumonia, because you're basically breathing your steam, right? So yeah, kind of interesting. So we can get out to the neighboring town, get that job done, get back, borrow the other truck, get a scrap metal run done for today. That would be really cool. That'd be so cool, in fact, I would be a champion of champions. Because I'm already a champion, but now I'd be a champion of champions. And that would be pretty cool. Woo! This area here is always sunk down. Even when I was a kid, like that like if you leave that for about 4 or 5 years, it's like it drops down about a foot into the swamp. They have to keep building it up. It's like it's built on quicksand. That's what my cousin and I used to say when we were kids. I think there's quicksand there. Careful when you're driving over, it's quicksand. My mom and dad would be like, or my aunt and uncle, whoever would be driving us, be like, no, there's no quicksand there. Yeah, it's amazing, you know, as a kid, how much like us kids as Gen Xers thought, like we overestimated the quicksand problem. We really did. Like, you know, everywhere we go, is that quicksand? You know, we'd always challenge somebody to run across and see if they could make it across the quicksand. But it always seemed to be a bigger problem in our heads, because we never found quicksand. Yeah. Oh yeah. But I mean, on every TV there was always a quicksand scene, right? Somebody would be chasing you and you'd fall in the quicksand. Yeah. I wonder how often that's actually happened in life. You know, like people dying of actual quicksand. You probably count, like, out of all humanity, you could probably count like 5 people on your, you know, count it on one hand. How many people died from quicksand? That's hilarious. Quicksand. Well, yeah, the Street Reaper is home. Street Reaper? Road Reaper? Street Reaper? Still don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, wow. My cousin, my uncle needs brakes on this thing. Gonna need brakes on this thing. Ugh. Got the tractor. I can't park in front of the door this time because that's where I blocked my aunt from getting into the garage yesterday, so she's probably going to kick my butt. So park over there. Put the seat back where it goes. Yeah, there we go. All right, there we go. So I'll give you a little outside tour of the truck too, I guess. Yeah, I'll do that.